So guys, welcome to day 5, searching for Mitchell Oakley. We found out yesterday he was actually from Amblecote. Amblecote is where I've been staying temporarily. And this canal where we're on now is where we searched a few videos ago. And as we've searched pretty much every other area, we decided to come back here today, have a look around. There are numerous locks coming up, like they go up a hill. 8 locks, quite famous in Brierley Hill area, Dudley area. So we're going to walk up there, have a look up there. There's a lot of water to be covered, and I hope it jogs some of his memory, who's from round here perhaps, who saw Mitchell Oakley. Check the thumbnails out on my previous videos, you can see his photo there. 41 years old, attempted suicide, admitted to Russsels Hall hospital in Stourbridge, Dudley, and basically left there of his own accord, escaped you could say. Turned his phone off 5 minutes later and hasn't been seen since. His mother put out a public address the other day online, appealing for information on this man, on her son. He's dearly missed, and it's been a while now, so we're hoping that he's staying with friends or sleeping rough, getting by, clearing his head. Even if we manage to find the man in that situation, at least we can report back and say, look, we think we saw him, you know, at least he's alive, kind of thing. So that's the plan. We're going to keep searching for this man. Stay tuned. So guys, very beautiful area, as you can see. To the left hand side of the path, it is mostly fenced off with a very new looking green sharp fence. However, over there were areas where definitely would be worth searching. This is before that fence started, as you can see. And when we get further along, quite far along, we join the river again, the River Stour, and we find the secret waterfall, which is truly a beautiful place, but very dangerous. I would not want to be falling in there. Stay tuned for that, you shall see that. Mitchell Oakley signposts are quite popular around here. There are a lot of them on the lamppost, etc. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day at the moment. However, later on in the video, it's absolutely horrible. Stormy weather, and it gets very, very spooky. So stay tuned, guys. So everybody, we're a little bit further up now along the canal, and that scrap car place just behind us there, with the entrance directly underneath a massive pylon, has to be the most random looking business and random location for any business I've ever seen. And there was nobody there. I was there filming for quite a while, perhaps not on this video, but I got quite a lot of footage that I didn't use, and there was nobody there. Like, nobody could see me, I could not see nobody else, there were no cameras. Very strange place. Anyway, we're going to keep walking along here. This canal is at the back of Amblecote in Stourbridge. It goes from the previous video location along the canal, and it comes out directly underneath behind Amblecote in Stourbridge, and then it goes up a very steep hill where there are 16 locks. I was mistaken, it's not 8. There are 16 locks which take the water right up the hill, and we're going to look at there today. As I say, however, the weather changes drastically and we're caught in a storm, and it changes the whole feeling of the area and the whole feeling of the video. And I mean, to be honest with you, the area that we're in now doesn't feel too bad. It's actually quite pleasant. But when we get a little bit further up the hill, further on in the video and the weather changes, you shall see how everything feels a lot different. And we spot some spooky looking things in the water. I'm not sure what to make of them, to be honest with you. I'm sure people on here will message me and say there's a body in the water or there's an item of clothing in the water. I will leave you guys to decide that when you see it. Alright guys, we've been walking for about 1 mile now along the canal. Seen lots of interesting areas to search. We've searched a few of them. We've video recorded a few of them as well. We're going to keep walking. This part of the canal goes from Stourton, which is where we searched on day 1, and it goes along to Stour, Amblecote, and then from there it goes up the flight of stairs as such, the 8 locks, okay? So we're going to keep walking along here. Not sure how far we're going to go, but we're going to have a little search down by the river in a minute. There's a little river down here which runs parallel to the canal, and you remember from last time that river, well, that river joins us very shortly. I think on the map it looks like fairly soon, so we're going to have a little look there. Okay. Once again, Mitchell Oakley, if you're watching this, please make contact with your family to let them know you're okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to keep walking along there. We're going to search these fields which are behind us and such, and we're going to keep walking. I think it's about to rain. It's gone real cold suddenly. Yeah, we're going to keep walking, guys, and anything we see we shall show you. Stay tuned. So guys, as you can see, we reached the river. The river's behind me. I've just shown you on the video where that is. There we go, you can see just about see in the background. And over here, I can hear a waterfall. Now I'm wondering whether we've walked all the way back to where the waterfall was a few videos ago, if you remember. I'm not sure. All I know is I can hear heavy water, and you can probably hear it yourself right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over there. We're going to have a little look around and see if the waterfall's there. Down by the water we just saw, there's quite a few things down there from people. So clearly people have been down there. Whether they're homeless or what, we don't know. But stay tuned, guys. We're going to check the waterfall out. Absolute nightmare getting to the other side of the river, but we made it. And wow, this waterfall area is extremely dangerous. Whilst I was recording there, a young lad walked past and asked me if I was okay, and when I asked him why, he just kind of made a gesture towards the water, and he kind of was interpreting that, you know, maybe I was going to do something silly, even though I had my camera in my hand, etc., you know. So the water here is extremely deep looking and extremely fast flowing, like lots of current. So yeah, if you went in there, I can't imagine it would be very good. And I'm quite intrigued how this waterfall came about in the first place, because it looks like it was man-made and it looks like it's been damaged. But I'm just wondering what it was like before it was damaged. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for this part. You're not going to want to miss this part with the waterfall. Very dodgy place. So guys, we made it to the waterfall. As you can see, lots of dodgy area down here, although it's very beautiful. Very, very nice area. But lots of dangerous areas around here. Found some more white jogging bottoms, black t-shirt hanging on the tree, a few other little things. I think we're going to call it a day today here. We've done about 3 hours of searching so far. So guys, waterfall done, river done, the canal is done. What are people thinking about this case? What are we thinking in terms of, do we think that he may have gone off and done his thing? I hope not. Do we think that he maybe's gone off with some friends to clear his head? His phone was turned off 5 minutes later when he left the hospital. If that means anything. Do we think he's hiding out somewhere rough just to clear his head? And you know, when you feel like that, being on your own does feel better usually. I know I've been there. Being on your own is good. You know, you haven't got to answer to nobody. You don't have to do anything. But obviously by now we would have thought that he may be coming back. So what are we thinking, people? Comment, leave your ideas. Also, if anybody has a message for Mitchell, please leave it in the comment. I will pin a few of them one by one. If you have a message to Mitchell to come home, or even just to make contact with one person to let everybody know that he's not in any danger or come to any harm, that would be awesome, right? So as you can see, the sun is setting here. Well, it will be soon. It's about 6:30 p.m. Yeah, we're going to go walk back, and then tomorrow we're going to do some searching up the canal. We're going to walk up the 8 locks, the staircase of water. I've no doubt there's plenty of areas there that need looking at. And then we may visit some local woodland area, woods, have a look there. So guys, that'll be on the same video as this video, so stay tuned, that's coming next. So guys, we're back on the canal today. We're going to be walking up the eight locks, eight step locks, which take the canal from a low level to a high level. This is directly in Amblecote, where Mitchell Oakley was from. We've came along the canal yesterday and the river to here. We're now going to continue up the canal, up the hill, and we're going to record anything that we see, and we're going to have a little search around. Stay tuned guys, there's very, very interesting things coming up right now. Right guys, we're walking in the rain, as you can see, absolutely tipping it down. We're going to keep walking up the canal. We're going to go up the 8 locks now, and this should be very interesting, to be honest. Lots of interesting things up here. Stay tuned. So everybody, what are our thoughts regarding this area so far? There's a lot of water, there's a lot of locks, there's a lot of incline going on around here, lots of hills, mountains. Well, perhaps not mountains. What are we thinking? Are we thinking it's somewhere where somebody could go missing or not? Lots of hills, lots of locks, lots of alleyways going off here to different roads, different estates, lots of wildlife. But what are we thinking? What vibe are we getting around here? This directly goes from the hospital where Mitchell was last known to be, and it goes all the way down the hill, the direction I'm walking now, all the way down to Amblecote and Stour, which is where he lived, where he was from. Okay, so it's quite possibly a back route, or just a route in general that somebody would take when they don't want to be seen and they want to get back down to their own area, off radar perhaps. It's certainly a route that he could have taken. So that's why we're checking it. All right, guys, what are we thinking regarding this area then? Are we thinking it's dodgy? There's a lot of water, lots of alleyways going out from here, lots of locks, lots of housing estates, and it's the main route down from the hospital where he was down to Amblecote where he lived, which is pretty much right back where we are now. We've just walked back down the hill. It could be a nice back route down from there, off radar, back down to his own area, and then he's obviously vanished from there perhaps. Either way, it's a vast area of waterways around here, especially for a hilly, mountainous area. There's a lot of water, to be honest with you. So what are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Drop a comment. We're going to continue.